What is going on, my friends? It's great to see ya. My name is Ryan Williams, and today's video is a very special one. With the help of you guys who have been just so awesome, showing so much support to my channel, I have officially reached and surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Now that's a huge milestone, and I honestly didn't think I would reach it in such a short amount of time. It's only been about 8 months. But I do have all of you guys to thank, so sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch all of these videos and showing my channel so much support so far. I really do appreciate it. It's been a wild ride, and I'm excited to see this channel, as well as my dividend income, continue to grow. Anyway, in honor of reaching that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm gonna be investing $1,000 into my dividend portfolio today on camera. That's right, guys. Essentially, in this video, you're going to be watching me buy $1,000 worth of dividend stocks. And before we get rocking and rolling, if you guys are stoked to see me drop some serious coin on some dividend stocks today, go ahead and give this video a big fat thumbs up. And if you're not currently subscribed to my channel, I ask you to please consider doing so. On this channel, we strictly talk about dividend stocks, and at this rate, I'm putting out videos twice a week, every Wednesday and every Sunday. So there's a lot of good dividend stock content coming your way. Anyway, thank you guys so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. And now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, now just to make sure I didn't skip a beat, I've already invested $1,000 into my dividend portfolio. It's waiting for us right there. So all we need to do is open up the Charles Schwab app and go start buying some stocks. So let me open up the app here. All right, guys, we are now inside the Charles Schwab app on my phone. And if we scroll down real quick, just so you guys can see, there is $1,013.99 in cash that we can invest today. However, some of that I actually can't use because it's dividend income that has not been reinvested yet. So for the sake of today's video, we're just gonna stick to about $1,000. Now I've already pre-planned exactly which stocks I'm gonna buy and how much, and there's reasons for all of this, which I'll explain as we get going. But the very first stock we're gonna buy today is AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV, and it's right here, the third stock down in my Charles Schwab app here. So if you guys have seen some of my recent videos, you'll know that AbbVie is the newest stock in my portfolio. And my goal with AbbVie is to get my healthcare sector to about 10% of my total portfolio, and we're almost there. Just need a few more shares of AbbVie, and with part of the $1,000 we're going to be investing, that will help me get my healthcare sector to its target allocation in my portfolio. So let's just go ahead and take care of that. I've already mapped it out, like I said, and to get to that target, I need to buy 4.8 shares of AbbVie today. So let's do that. All right, guys, now we are inside what is called stock slices in the Charles Schwab app. This is essentially where you go if you want to buy fractional shares of any stock, which we do with AbbVie today. So let's find AbbVie right here. We're going to add that to the order. Now I just need to put in the amount that I want to invest into AbbVie, and I've calculated that to be about $548. So I'm going to put that in. Yes, we want to reinvest dividends. And if we scroll down, that should get us just about 4.8 shares, just under. Maybe I should have gone up a couple extra bucks, but it's all good. That'll be good enough. So let's place the order, and the trade is executed. We just bought about 4.8 shares of AbbVie for about 550 bucks, just a little over half of our $1,000 invested today. And cool, if we go back here, you can see that my AbbVie position jumped up from like 3.2 something shares to just over 8 shares. That's perfect. That's right where I wanted it. All right, guys, now stock number 2 I'm going to buy today, believe it or not, is AT&T. I know some of you guys are not big fans of AT&T right now, but I'm holding strong. In fact, I'm buying some more. I see a bright future ahead for AT&T, so while I have some funds to invest, I'm going to right now, and I actually have about 0.5% in communications that I need to bump up, so I'm going to do that with AT&T, guys. I'm going to spend about $150 on AT&T right now and pick up about 5 or 6 shares. All right, guys, we are back in stock slices, and I just added AT&T to this new order, and as you can see, it's currently $29.26 per share, so it's just under $30, and if we're investing 150 bucks, that should get us just over 5 shares, so I might want to bump it up a little more, actually. I might want to put in maybe about 175. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's put that in there. Type in 175. Yes, we're going to reinvest dividends. Let's review here. And then with this $175 into AT&T, we should get 5.9, almost 6 shares, which is going to bring my total up above 70 shares, which is, I don't know, maybe a cool little milestone. Awesome. The trade executed for AT&T, and we just picked up 5.98 shares. Yep, and it checks out, guys. So 70.2228 shares of AT&T. Nice. Which it looks like, guys, with that investment, I just hit the $2,000, over $2,000 invested into AT&T. There's only a couple stocks in my portfolio where that's the case. 3M's one of them, right above AT&T, and Realty Income. And I believe those are the only three in my portfolio where I have over $2,000 invested. All right, guys, so we are off to a great start. We spent a handful of $100 today, but we have 2 more stocks left to buy. And the next one I'm going to be picking up is EPD. All right, guys, and the reason I'm buying EPD today, as you can see on the screen, I currently have 54.5 shares, but I want to bump that up to an even 65. I think EPD is a great company, and it's already a relatively large holding in my portfolio. If I look over here at my spreadsheet, it looks like EPD is actually not as big as I thought, only 5.3%. But I'm looking at my allocations here, and it looks like I could actually use a little bit of energy in my portfolio. So not bad that we're buying some EPD today. And to pick up that 10.5 shares of EPD, it looks like we're going to have to spend maybe about $265. Unfortunately, though, we can't buy fractional shares as we've been doing with the last couple of stocks purchased today because Charles Schwab doesn't allow fractional shares bought with EPD just yet. So we're going to have to go and buy whole shares, but no big deal. So let's just round up and buy 11 shares of EPD. Actually, guys, we might need to buy 10 because I don't have as much funds left as I thought I did. So let's look up EPD. Okay. And we're going to buy 10 shares. Cool. So I currently have $281 left to invest, and this transaction should take up about $245. So that's perfect. It leaves us with a little bit of money left over to buy one more stock. So let's make sure, yes, dividends are reinvested. I'm going to review the order, and let's hit it. Awesome, guys. Order is executed. We just picked up 10 shares of EPD. And we are so close, 64.5 shares of EPD. But I guarantee you guys, next time I get a dividend payment from these guys, it'll bring me over that 65 mark. No problem. All right, guys. Now, if we scroll down here, it looks like we have about $46.30 left. I'm only going to use like 30 bucks, okay? Because like I said, some of this is dividends that hasn't been reinvested yet. I don't want to mess with it, but I know I at least have $30 left of that 1,000 that I can invest. So let's just dump that into our last stock of the day, which is going to be Southern Company. Now, if you guys saw my last video, which was a portfolio update, you'll have seen that Southern Company performed very bad for me this month. So Southern Company for me was down a few percent. So because of that, it's on a slight discount. So I'm just going to put the rest of the $30 into that stock. All right, so we're back in stock slices. Let's pull up Southern Company. Find it scrolling down here. There we go. And $30. Okay. All right, looks good to me. Let's hit it. All right, the trade is executed, and we got almost half a share of Southern Company for $30. Cool, and that officially puts me at about 17.2 shares of Southern Company. And that's all the stocks we're going to buy today, guys. So now I want to move on, jump over to the computer screen, and let's see how today's purchases affected my total portfolio. All right, guys, now we are here looking at my dividend portfolio tracking spreadsheet, which if you guys want a free copy of this, there's a link to it in the description of this video. You guys can grab it for free. All you need to do is click the link, and it'll open up for you on Google Sheets. And if you want to see a video walkthrough of how to get started, how to use it, and all the features and functionalities of the spreadsheet, there's a link to that video in the description as well. All right, now moving on, I've updated this spreadsheet with the purchases we just made, and I want to scroll over here to the right. Now, prior to this purchase, guys, before I go any further, my dividend income was about $1,112 per year. That was my annual dividend income. Now, check out the difference after we just invested this $1,000. All right, guys, now check this out. Right here, from the $1,000 we invested today, I was able to increase my annual dividend income by over $50, by about $55, $56 to be exact. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you'll know that I invest $125 every week into the stock market. So today's investment of $1,000 basically just fast forwarded me about 8 weeks, which is pretty cool. It's cool to see this big of a jump in one day, to be honest with you. Now, this column right here on this portfolio tracker is actually pretty interesting to me. This shows you how many shares of each stock you can purchase per year just with your dividend income. And if we look here, I'm almost at 5 shares purchased per year with EPD, almost there with ORCC, and I'm just about there with AT&T. And as it currently stands, I have 4 different stocks in my portfolio that pay me over $100 a year in dividends. Now let's jump over to the diversification page to see how today's purchases affected my portfolio in that regard. So as I mentioned, guys, one of my goals was to get this healthcare sector up to 10%, and it looks like we overshot it a little bit by 0.5%, which is okay. And then also by buying into AT&T, it almost puts me right back up to where where my target allocation for communications is. Now, it looks like I have a little bit of catching up to do with consumer discretionary, consumer staples, and utilities. And to be honest with you guys, I know I just did a portfolio update video, and this is the stuff I usually talk about there, but we've covered a lot of ground today, and so I think it deserves just another brief update. I'm thinking maybe my next move might be to get this consumer staples allocation up to where I want it to be. So I need about 2.1%, and I can easily buy more Procter & Gamble. I can buy more Coca-Cola. These are the kind of stocks I really enjoy buying. So I'll be excited to buy some more consumer staple stocks over the next coming weeks. All right, guys, well, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me buy some dividend stocks today. If you guys are still with me here at the end of the video and have not done so already, please go ahead and just leave a like before you click on to the next one. Also, guys, leave me a comment below. What's the most you've ever invested in one day into stocks? I'd be curious to know. I bet some of you guys have put some serious coin. I would not be surprised. Also, I mentioned this earlier, but if you guys want the link to my free dividend portfolio tracker that we just saw, the link is in the description of this video, along with a video walkthrough on how to get set up and how to get started using it. So check those out. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to help. All right, and with that said, guys, I will now get out of your hair. Thank you once again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.